Commonwealth Credit Union has been with me through many stages of my life. I mean, starting out when I was a teenager and just had a small savings account, to getting married, becoming an adult. So then you have the adult responsibilities, mortgage, car payments, in addition to savings, and long-term planning, financial planning. And then with my child as well, planning for her future, the education and savings.
You learn about families, their interests, their likes and dislikes. You try to provide answers to questions they may have with how they're going to address the next step they're going to take with the credit union. You had to develop a relationship both personally and professionally with that member. You had to provide them with what they needed and what the credit union could best provide them.
Our employees are our greatest asset, and we tell them that every day, and they believe it. They're empowered to help our members. We also have so many of our employees that develop personal relationships with our members, and that is key. It's not just providing service, but it's providing that personal service that people want and that people need.
I feel like Commonwealth Credit Union treats members as a person. You're not just an account number on a sheet of paper. I mean, when I go in, they're always very friendly, the tellers, and the person right at the front desk, greets you, can I help you? And, like I said previously, if I have a question or need something, there's never a problem with getting an answer. Or if I have a problem, getting that problem fixed in a timely manner.
I joined the Kentucky State Police in 1978 and was going through the academy. And while in the academy, in December of 1978, a representative from the Commonwealth Credit Union stopped by to talk to all of us and offer what services the credit union had at that time. And being near graduation, I was in need of a little bit of money to help finance my moving from the Louisville area to eastern Kentucky. And I gave them my $5 and walked back out about 30 minutes later with the money that I needed in my hand to finance my move to eastern Kentucky. And that was my beginning with the Commonwealth Credit Union.
The philosophy, as I understood it from day one, was service to the member. You provide them with their needs and in the best way that the credit union could provide them.
We used to have manager meetings every Friday, and I was probably outspoken, especially about the members. And Mr. Wallace one time came and said, never let us forget that the members come first. If we start to stray off, you bring that up. And I will never forget that he had said that to me. You deal with people's money, you are really dealing with their lives.
We focus on providing exceptional member service and going the extra mile to provide that. We want to provide something that they haven't asked for.
They really do try to seem to ask people, what is it that you want from us? And then try to figure out ways that they can make that happen.
I was introduced to the credit union back in 1966. I had begun work with what was then, the highway department, and had to travel. Of course, traveling, you had to put your money up front, and in those days there wasn't a lot of money, so when I explained to my boss I didn't have money to travel, he indicated to me that the credit union was there and they made travel loans. So that's how I came about first time going to the credit union. Eventually I started a savings, and I continued to do the savings. I eventually opened up a checking account also that I used with the credit union. I had the accounts, and then when my two sons were old enough and began to acquire some money, I went to the credit union and I opened up accounts, checking accounts for them, which they still, both of them have to this day.
Where I work just up the street from the downtown High Street branch, and most of the tellers in there recognize me, which is probably like most people that come in there a lot in downtown, so they are always very friendly, and one or two even call me by name before I even walk up to their window, so they recognize. It's very nice. And I was in there yesterday, and part of a payday, the cookies, so that was nice to get.
Recently, when I talked to my two sons about this, they indicated to me that I have a grandson that's 2.5, and the other one has my other grandson was just born recently. He's about 2.5 months old. So they indicated to me they had opened both of their boys' accounts there, checking accounts to put money in that they acquired. So we've kind of a third generation family, I guess, of banking at the credit union.
That's another thing that I have really enjoyed about the Commonwealth Credit Union is that the membership capability of it. Once I became a member, I knew that I was always a member, regardless of what happened.
Yes, I would highly recommend any parents today to start their accounts early. Children need to have some responsibility as they grow older and know the value of money, the value of savings, and I think this is a great way to do that. If they start out and have a savings plan, checking plan, or whatever, and they put some money into it, and then as they get up in their especially teen years and those driving years, it's great, that they've got some money there, and I think it's good for the children to help out when it comes time for getting cars or whatever.
10 years ago, we partnered with Commonwealth Credit Union for their program, their Christmas Miracle program. So the Commonwealth Credit Union does a silent auction and fundraiser online and at their offices to raise money, and then they adopt some of our families for Christmas and get wish lists from the families, and then are able to go out and fill those wish lists and deliver the gifts to the children's homes. It has really been a tremendous, just hate to use it, but the word blessing to our patients and families to have this partnership with Commonwealth Credit Union.
I believe that the credit union's success over the past 60 years has been built on a solid foundation of member service. I believe that will continue to guide us in the future. But I also think that service doesn't necessarily set us apart like it may have used to. It also takes personal relationships. It takes very aggressive marketing and going out into the communities, providing community support. There's a different mindset today than there was 60 years ago. And people want to see you in the communities. They want to see you where they are in their lives, where they are in the community. We do provide quite a bit of community support through our fundraising and support of charities, but I believe that will also be a key to our future.